Here's my Lethal Weapon Blu-ray collection. I think I got this in late 2011. Right after that I bought my Blu-ray player. I'll just open it up. There are some really awesome extras on this. You know, really revealing extras. They talk about, you know, how Lethal Weapon, you know, was quite groundbreaking for its time. Because before that, action movies were basically one-man army type movies with Schwarzenegger and Stallone and Chuck Norris, where they played basically indestructible guys. But this was a buddy action movie, and you know, the heroes that it featured, they were like more human in comparison to those supermen. And the buddy genre dates way back to the 70s, when there were films like Hickey and Boggs, you know, Busting, and Freebie and the Bean. And of course on television there was Starsky and Hutch, the ultimate buddy action cop series, which began in 1975. Three and four were good action films, but they had a bit too much comedy in them. One and two, they were proper, you know, proper entertaining, meaty, 18-rated actioners. One was basically more character-driven, because it allowed us to see who Riggs and Murtaugh really were. Murtaugh was the family man. He was basically a nice guy. Riggs was basically a live wire sort of guy. Riggs was unpredictable, violent and psychotic. Well, he was a borderline psychotic. In two, Riggs had become more settled, because in Lethal Weapon 2 his friendship comes through more with Murtaugh. Basically, he's even friendly with Murtaugh's kids as well as his wife. 2 has a very shocking plot twist as well near the end, which paves way for lots of, you know, violent, red hot action. Yeah, I really enjoyed the action in both 1 and 2. You know, it was quite gritty and it was quite bloody, but it was convincingly done as well. You know, thanks to the excellent direction of Richard Donner. Basically, Richard Donner set out to do a set of action movies that had more character in them. You know, he says that he was offered lots of scripts which were just, you know, packed with action and violence, you know, which he wasn't too pleased with. But when he was offered the script for Lethal Weapon, he saw there was room for character in it, so that's why he chose to direct it, and there was a lot of humour in it as well. I think before Lethal Weapon, the last film he did was The Goonies, which is another cult favourite. And here's the bonus disc. Like I said, there's lots of excellent extras in this one, including an interview with interviews with the guys who were behind Lethal Weapon, including Shane Black, who wrote the first Lethal Weapon, and he also contributed to the story of the second Lethal Weapon. But because his story was a bit too dark, they had to change it around to make it more light-hearted, and also in his original story, Riggs was killed at the end. And of course, Riggs was a very popular character at this point. So there you go. Let's just close this. There you go.